All right, folks. Well, we've got it all torn down and got it cleaned up. This is what it looks like without all that radiator and mount and air box and all that on there. As you can see, the radiator sat back in here. So we're going to, these are solid bits here, even though we're on Heim joints back there. We'll go ahead and whack this thing off probably here. What we want to do is give ourselves some clearance with the gas pedal. Obviously the brake pedal doesn't go that far, but the gas pedal does travel a bit. So just past the front side of here is what we'll do. We'll tie it in here. We'll fish mouth and or notch or whatever you want to call it, and put a piece of 3/4 tubing across here and weld it in. Chop that off, and then we'll go ahead and we'll whack this off here. Maybe on an angle like this, and then peen the long bit over, and then weld it just to seal up the tube, or not. It really doesn't matter. It's all welded in here. It's all solid. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. That way the radiator will sit right here, but all the way down onto this aluminum pan, as you see here, is part of the foot tray. Now we really haven't found anything wrong with these hoses. The water obviously did not start up here by the radiator, the leak. It looks, being the CSI investigator that I am, you follow the evidence, right? It looks as though it started here, it ran that way. As you can see, it looks like, but something else that gives away what's going on. You look here, right? There's nothing. You look here, and it's in bad shape. You can see where the water had been vibrating on the floor tray. So it's all along here as well. Mixed in with probably some brake dust or something. You can see it here. Really nothing that tells us exactly where it came from. Those hoses over here where they were tied onto this Zeus spring and stuff, there was extra rubber there. There's no dents or dimples in the hose at all, and nothing leaking there. So not exactly sure where this came from. Could very well have been something that got spilled into the cart before we put it in the trailer. That could be possible too. Don't really know, but we'll try to continue chasing the evidence here. We'll take the Zeus's out, remove this pan, and see if that gives us any indication of what's going on. You see here, the water from the vibration was here. Looks like it was there. Nothing up in the front here at all. Nothing underneath that shows water up in the front, and it ran over underneath here. So I don't know exactly what the heck that is. Could have been drinking water on the way back to the scale, or from the scale to the garage, from the garage into the trailer. Could have got dribbled in there in the trailer on the way home. Who knows? We'll keep after it. We'll see if we can find out what's going on there. But that's it. That's what our plan is, to go ahead and cut this off, make room to put the radiator straight up and down, and then incorporate a box that the air flows straight in instead of having to divert. This doesn't look like a very big radiator, does it? Let me get a tape measure real quick so you can see its exact size. Let's walk over here, get a tape measure, right? And it was, see, it's 6 by 9, I think, right? Yeah, 6 by 9. It was 26 tubes to the core that we got from C&R, and we cut it in half, and 13 went in mine and 13 went in Richard's. The first time I took it out to test it was at Nelson Ledges, back when the place was still rough as a cop, and it ended up busting. The bottom tube cracked. Those are the tubes in between there. They're 30 millimeter wide. They're yay high. They're very big. Actually a large capacity cooler core here. So what we did when we came back is we ran it through the bandsaw and chopped off the one that was bad, and then just rewelded, got another piece of aluminum, rewelded everything back together. So this one's only got 12 instead of 13. I know that looks small, but A tag radiator is no bigger than that. It's probably actually skinnier. Doesn't make any sense, but maybe we're going to give it a try. We have it. We're going to go ahead and give it a try and see if we can't, get it in there in a different configuration and have the air run straight in the way it does in Richie's car. So that's where we're at right now. I'm not going to cut it all apart today. It's 3:45. It's Mother's birthday, so we're going to do. She loves pizza, so I guess we'll get her some pizza and go next door and hang out with the little ones, Brooklyn and Braden. And everybody will have pizza and celebrate Grandma's birthday. And maybe after church tomorrow, I'll get out here and cut this stuff off. I'll have to get over to Metal Mart on Monday, the place right across town over here. They've got everything, too. Flat metal, bar stock, squares, everything. And it's called Metal Mart. They have everything and every kind of metal and alloy. So run over there. They'll even cut it to size for you for free. So we'll get that going. There's also a motorcycle shop, a crashed motorcycle salvage place right up Gratiot Boulevard in Mount Clemens up the street. So I may give them a call on Monday and see what they got for radiators up in there. Maybe go take a look. If they got something a little bit bigger that's cheap, maybe we'll pick something like that up. If it doesn't leak, if it doesn't look like it's been damaged. Just, if it's cheap, just to have it. And maybe we'll just put a bigger radiator in it right from the get-go. But if not, if we can't find something that we're happy with, we'll go with old Bessie and go from there. The garage is a mess, absolute disaster. I'm in a shambles here. I can't seem to get anything else finished. The boat projects, I've been talking to you about that a long time ago. Got 3 of them sitting there. I got a clay modeling job to do and a mold to make off of a hatch, so we can make them hatches. And get those boats off to the guy that's going to put motors and servos and all that kind of stuff in it. And he's busy, so he hasn't been really on me about it. And I've been busy with trying to get this go-kart going now. The rest of y'all know that race go-karts. These things are like children. And when they're sick, you can't do anything but attend to them. It is a sickness, man. But it's a healthy sickness. It keeps me out of the bar, keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me away from things I shouldn't be getting into. So that's it. Just figured I'd bring that with to you today. These last couple little videos, just what we started with, where we're at, where we're going. And then obviously once we get to cutting and fitting, I'll bring you some of that too. Until then, be blessed. Get right with Christ. Time is short, folks. I don't know how else to say it, but He's our only hope. We're created in His image. So I don't know how else to put it to you. Get right with the Lord. Man, I ain't telling you got to run off to a brick and mortar church. Get you a Bible. Get to reading it. Pray. Talk to Him. He'll talk to you. He'll open your eyes and put you on the right path. Anyways, that's it. Godspeed. Love y'all. We're praying for all of you out there. Be safe. We're going to work on a go-kart.